How y'all doing? Somebody really is confused, okay? Because let me just back up from the camera a little bit, you know what I mean? Because when you are in periods of self-care, they have created this narrative in their mind that you are failing at something, or you are having breakdowns, or you are fearing failure, or you are stagnated or complacent. Okay, they're trying to make a connection to why you may go quiet at moments, or you're not calling, or you're not available, or you're not making public appearances, or whatever the case may be, child. You are in periods of self-care, and somebody is hoping that you are sitting around somewhere shaking and sweating, and worried about failing at something, or worried about being a failure, or I don't know. um and you're in self-care the whole time, like you're literally caring for yourself, you know what I'm saying, taking care of yourself. Let's see. Fortune. Ooh, another one flipped out. What is this? Dream job. Yeah, you are stepping into this abundance. You are in this abundance, honey. Okay, not only are you in this abundance, but you are doing what you love. Okay, so I'm not sure, you're your own boss. On top of that, is what I just heard. Okay, you are your own boss. So this message could be somebody who works for yourself. You may have a business, you may have an online platform. Okay, just did a reading about a competitor, somebody who thinks they're in competition with you, child. So tap into that reading if you are a social media content creator, more specifically if you are a card reader, if you do tarot and divination and things like that, because you are your own boss, and you are being seen as a leader in your field. So you are happy. You're not fearing failure. But someone is probably this competitor, child. I don't know. um when you have self-care, like when you are in your self-care periods, they're like, ooh, ooh. They want to know why you're not showing up, or why you're inactive publicly. Like, ooh, are they complacent, or do they feel stagnated, or do they feel failure? Are they failing? Are they fail? No, the collective is not failing. You also have other obligations. This person is doing research on you to try to figure out what obligations you have, what kind of changes you're making next in your career. Okay. Um, Whatever you're doing, whatever you're working towards, you don't work hard. You enjoy what you're doing. You don't even consider it work. This is like, okay, someone doesn't even have the same mindset, and yet they're trying to figure out your moves. Okay, love, training, envy. Whoever this is, while you over here with this fortune, dream job, boss, and leader. The love card says love is the greatest of successes on the path to prosperity. You love what you do. Who can fully experience abundance without it? This individual, you still have some new skills to acquire before you can really advance to the next stage of your career. This is not your energy. Whoever this is that is spending time worried about what you're doing that you love to do should be focusing on learning some sort of new skill for themselves, because we have training here, right? They have some new skills that they could be learning. Probably this probably is a part two. I don't know why spirit is bringing this up again, but Okay. And then we have envy. Okay. So focusing on what others have is a drain on your energy. Whoever this is, this person needs to really focus on themselves. They're so worried about what you're doing, what you're going through when you are in self care moments. Like, for instance, if you have a public platform and you are, let's say you haven't posted any content in 2 or 3 days. They're sitting over there like, "Ooh, they haven't posted. Do they think they're failing? Are they failing? Are things slowing down for them? Are they stagnated? Are they complacent?" No, they're in self care. They move when they want to move. They love what they do. They don't approach what the collective doesn't approach what they do from like the energy of work. And even if you do, you're not negating your self-care. You're not neglecting your self-care. This individual, whomever this is, that is competing, who sees themselves as competition. Okay, so this is the energy this morning, child. Because this is second reading, okay? Competing with something that is your destiny. Mm. They feel entitled to something, entitled to know something. Whoever this is someone who is in the same niche as you. Okay, whatever kind of work you do, this could be on the job. You could, like, maybe this is somebody who was like a OPS position person, and you might be a salary position person, and they've been there for a year or so, but you've been there for 15 years, so you kind of can come and go because you got vacation time saved up. You got, you know what I mean? You got seniority. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know. But this individual is nowhere near on your level for them to be worried about why you ain't come to work today, why she ain't been to work, why he ain't been to work in 3 days. He's the foreman. He's not like the one putting up the nails. Okay, and then he has management under him. He shows up to make sure things is running smoothly, and then he get gone. And I don't even know if that's what foremans do. So please, just, whatever, let it go over your head. But what I'm saying is, there is a difference in you and this individual's positioning, what in whatever niche this is in. Okay, whatever industry, whatever field. I'm picking up this is entrepreneurial. All right. But it doesn't have to be. You could be on your dream job, and you could be a boss on your dream job. And you could be seen as a leader on your dream job, and you're very loved on your dream job, and you love your dream job. This is somebody who's still coming in needing to take courses and shit. This is somebody coming in entry level, baby. I hope you ain't the hiring boss, because you might be firing their ass real soon. I don't know. This is somebody who will try to question the way you lead on a job, and they literally got like still wet behind the ears. They lack patience. Okay, they need to go and get some more training. I don't know what that means. Okay, so self-care is here, not on dream home. So you in your dream home doing your self-care, and they're trying to figure out where you at and what you doing and why you doing it. And is that mean that you is losing now? Is that mean that you is giving up on your dreams now? Is that mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, is that means you ain't coming back to whatever niche this is? Because remember, this is a competitor. So in their little peon mind, your absence would allow them to grow, because you ain't showing up doing your magnificence that you do. Okay. So, baby, You be somewhere, you know, on a weekday in the middle of the afternoon with a bubble bath and some of them little bath balls. You know what I'm saying? With some R&B in the middle of the day, chilling, taking care of you, pouring back into you, meditating, reflecting, going outside, sitting in nature. You know, like because this is how you have created your reality to be. And this peon over here ain't even got the like to fathom that kind of energy. They don't have the patience for it, for one. Entitlement. Somebody is envious for real, for real. They want the life that you have curated, okay, for yourself. They want the life that you have curated for yourself. Entitlement. Why do you believe that you deserve benefits and privileges that you haven't earned or worked for? I'm telling you, this is somebody that just got on the job, probably just got out of high school, questioning why come the boss kind of just come in and float in and say hey to everybody, make sure everything running smoothly, and he or she they're gone, but their name is on the door. Because their name is on the door. Like, depending on what niche this is. Now, not in every job can you do that. Sometimes, some jobs you could be the boss and you have to work as hard as everybody else. But some jobs, that's not the case because it's like the way you set it up. You're at the phase where it's like, okay, I have my management team, I have my upper level. You know what I mean? I have several people you have to go through before you even have to even know that I exist. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, author. Somebody's writing their own story. You are writing your version, and this person is trying to rewrite something. Your words will have a great impact on those who read them. Clarify the author. Or you may be an author. That would explain it. Oh, or you're writing something. You're writing a book right now. You're writing a book right now. Hmm. I love that for you. Healer, counselor. Oh my. Believe this person is lazy. So here we have an individual who, collective, you may be showing up as an author, a counselor, a healer. You're doing your dream job and you're making your money doing it. But that's not even why you do it. You do it because you love it. You're a boss, right? But you're also being seen as a leader because that's two total different things. Just if we didn't know. A boss and a leader is two total different things. So you are a boss. So you may have people working under you, or you just you present yourself to your life in that energy, this boss energy. Like you govern your life and you do what you want when you want, how you want it. Okay. But you're also being seen as a leader. There are people who look up to you. Your destiny is to be within this industry or niche that you are in. Okay. So you do have time for self care in your dream home. All right. So you may be an author, you may be a counselor, you may be a healer. Mm. Somebody believes that you are lazy. Okay. Okay. All right. Here we go with this. Oh, wow. Now I want to know who this is. You're also an advocate. It takes time to build an empire. Your desire for instant results can hinder your ability to make good decisions. I got to know more because this now starts to feel like this is an individual who's a little bit closer for some of you. This is somebody that's closer to you because why would they, or maybe this is somebody that is entry level on your job that just thinks that you just a boss that come in and you don't ever do nothing and then we in here working hard and you don't ever do, but they don't know all of the time that you have put in to build the empire that you are now the boss and leader of. They weren't there to see you put in all of that time, right? So they're coming in at an entry level, OPS, whatever the case may be, looking and observing at how you get to spend more time at home. The collective gets to spend more time at home because they hired you to do what they no longer have to do. So I'm trying to understand what's not connected. If you have, which if you're the boss and the leader of this in this job or this business that you have created, you got somebody on your team that you either need to pull aside and maybe counsel a little bit, maybe talk to, maybe break through the ice, I don't know, or maybe outright fire. I don't know. I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but it's somebody on maybe working under you that is going to be problematic. Okay? Because they're observing the you are right now and the way you have the freedom to come and go and to do what you want, and they're kind of immaturely and uh uninformedly, if that's a word, making some sort of judgment, and it may be like take it with a grain of salt because they don't carry really any real weight, but this kind of seed in a workplace is the kind of seed that makes a work environment for other employees that really love being there. One person can make a dream job a hell job because they come in and sow all of that discord. So if you are, if you have a business and you have employees and stuff under you, you might want to have a little powwow with your employees. Maybe, I don't know, do a day in the park or something and cook some hot dogs and chicken and stuff like the jobs and the corporations used to do back in the day to build, you know what I'm saying, camaraderie ship and to kill this kind of energy before this kind of stuff turns into something cancerous on the job site. All right. Now, if this has to do with somebody personally that is actually like a family member looking in on you collective and you have created what they see as uh this ability to just kind of come and go as you want, they're envious of you because at one point they believed that you were lazy. At one point, they believed that you were impatient or that you lacked patience to really build something for yourself. But here it is, you have built something for yourself. And the niche that you are in is your destiny. You are literally in your destiny. Like your destiny is your niche. Wow. You specialize at your destiny. Like that's what you specialize in, your destiny. So, author, counselor, healer, advocate, like there's so many things here that you have at your disposal to create this reality and this life that you want because you love what you do. You love what you do because what you do is who you are. You literally specialize in your destiny. That's what you specialize in. That's what whoever this is over here who need to go read a book, okay? Whoever this is over here calling themselves being envious, which they probably are, but it's wasted energy. Okay. They feel entitled to something for some reason when they haven't worked in their destiny. They're not on their path. So they're looking at what you have created by being on your path and in your destiny, and they're wondering why you have it. And when you're in self care, are they failing? Is it going kaput? Is the tower moment here? No. Collective is like getting a massage. Collective called in one of them good strong masseuses, okay, with the muscles and everything. And Collective is in there getting their back cracked. They at the chiropractor getting a realignment and stuff. They taking care. They out at the gym. They working. They working on their figure. They working on their body. They working on their health and wellness and stuff. They at the Whole Foods, okay, getting their little tofu and whatnot. You know, they little green beans, the organic ones, non-GMO. That's what the collective is doing. The collective is not failing. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know why people be on some bullshit like this, but the collective is not failing. Not at all, honey. And so what we about to do is we about to look at exactly how you are succeeding, because that's what's in the energy. I don't know what these people be talking about. Let me get this. No, I don't want to go that deep. Let me get this here, right here, right here, right here. Tell us some more about how the collective is succeeding, Spirit, please. Because, like, literally. So if you're writing your book, keep writing your book, honey. I don't know if you're a counselor, if you're establishing some sort of life coach program, if you're being seen as a healer, if you're helping people heal, whatever you're doing, collective, you in your destiny. That's what you specialize in. Okay. So this could be a family member, this could be a friend, this could be somebody you used to consider family, an associate, whoever, whatever, an ex-lover, whoever, somebody that believed that you were too lazy and impatient to build exactly what you have built. So the reason why they're envious is because you have proved them wrong. I love that for you, because they ought to mind their business anyway. And more than likely, this is somebody who has not contributed not one itty iota, okay, to anything that you was working on. Not an idea, not a concept, not a this how to, this what you probably could do, not nothing. Got all the opinions in the world though. Sacred feminine is out here. Pachamama is out here. Blessings from the great mother. Creation, receptive, and nurture. Mm-hmm. 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 That's all I'm gonna say about that. Transformation. The mother has talked, taking you through a beautiful transformation, honey. Beautiful. Showing you how to nurture yourself. You are mothering yourself as well. Oh, and the ancestors. Man, look here. The ancestors, sacred masculine is up in here. Purify, refresh, fortify. You have clear energy and you are divinely protected, baby. You operating out a whole different portal while they sitting over here talking about some damn laziness. You meditation. Hmm. I'm picking up high priest, high priestess vibes. That's what I'm picking up. You be meditating and wandering and transcending through portals. You've done your shadow work. That's why you have built this strong foundation. That's how you built this strong foundation. I love that. This is what you're accomplishing. This is who you are. Okay? Yeah. Trust your higher self and keep going. You hear me? Because, you know, this is a nobody. And I don't mean nobody in the sense that people are nobodies. I mean, this is someone who hasn't contributed and doesn't contribute anything but a bunch of gossip, envy, and self entitlement. They're entitled to you in some kind of way. They believe things about you that was not true. If you was lazy, this is somebody who didn't give you any pick me ups or get ups or encouragement or motivation to get up out of laziness. You did it on your own, clearly, with the mother, the divine father, your ancestors. and your willingness to heal, and they still need to go read a book. They're probably going to end up reading the book that you're about to write. Maybe they'll have a change of mind. Okay. All right. This has been the energy. This has been the energy. I don't know who this is. Competition. Like, not at all. Okay? Not at all. So finish writing that book, because you have somebody maybe in your family or on your job or whatever the case may be, or one of your employees who's definitely going to need to read it. Okay? Finish writing that book. All right? I love you guys. Let me know how this message reverberated for you, okay? Leave me a comment, like, share, hype me up if you got one to spare. I appreciate you for that. That's supporting right there. That's love right there, and I appreciate it, okay? Um, if anybody needs a personal reading, the information, the link is in the descript. All right. Click the link. It'll take you to my website where you can book, and I will get that done for you. I appreciate all of my soul tribe, my Starseed family, my supporters, those who book your personal readings. I appreciate your support always. If you are a first time viewer and you are not a subscriber, honey child, come on over here and subscribe with the girl for a little while. You know what I'm saying? Turn on your notification bell so you know when I'm back with another message. I love you guys. And I will see you on the next one. And it's going to be, I'm about to tap right back in and come right back with another one, because I just picked up an energy just that quick. I'm about to see what that is. All right. I promise you I did. I'm coming right back. So don't go too far. All right. See you on the next one.